Jay Prince, what's the word? You on mute, bro.
Is he not
Welcome,
coming
welcome,
back?
welcome.
Welcome. What's going on? And
What's
Everything's
going
everything.
like,
What's popping?
man, nothing. I was doing a movie night with my kids for Halloween.
Oh, word, word, word. They went trick or treating and all that.
Man, I took them trick or treating, and soon we got down, damn near by the place downtown where I'm at. Blizzard.
Word.
Yeah, we got a snow.
I
You
thought
know,
you
it's
was
snow
down
where we at.
south.
Huh?
No, you in the Midwest?
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Did you hear this show or you just got here?
I just got here.
Okay, so the title is "Are Good Women Standing Too Close to the Hoes?" And can you tell the difference?
No, you can't tell the difference because one thing about women, they follow each other. Women are the best followers, and so whoever the leader in a group, that's typically who they're gonna all like. Sometimes the bad girls got a heavier influence on the good girls. I have
Okay,
watched that where the bad girls usually could influence the good girl. They look at the good girls like they weak, and good
mm,
girls don't be when they be around these bad girls. They don't always want to come around. They don't always want to get looked at as weak. They find something. I don't know why everybody they get around like the bad boys, the bad girls, they get infatuated with them.
I
Then
see.
they try to mimic like some of their behaviors. Eventually, if that good girl hang around her long enough, she gonna become around. She gonna become one of them.
So, do you think that there's more bad girls or more good girls out here?
Uh, in our race, I think it's more bad girls.
Damn. So, when you look on the panels, it's always outliers on the panels, right? It's never them that's doing this shit, but we know good and well everybody ain't an outlier. So when you look around on these panels, you think most of them be capping, or you think they bad girls too?
Yeah, they got to prove themselves to be good girls. I don't give women that much grace and just look at. I think I will be a fool if I look at all women like they typically good girls, because that's how you gonna get the world swept from under your foot and gonna bust your head. So I
Mm.
look at all girls like they bad until they prove me different, prove me wrong.
Danny, you about to say something?
Yeah, just for context, because I don't quite remember. And good evening, Jay Prince. Are you married? Are you in a relationship? Do you have children?
I'm not married. I'm not in a relationship no more. I'm raising my three daughters by myself.
How old are your daughters?
10, 4, and 2.
Damn, that's rough for you.
That's really ain't that bad.
2 and 4.
No, man, it's fun as hell. Well, my 4-year-old, she's gonna be 5 on the 5th of this month. But
Okay,
it's not that bad.
that's all I wanted to ask, just for context while we're talking.
But
Yeah,
what would
but
that
I
context
used to
be?
be in a 5-year relationship. I was engaged years ago when I was in my 20s.
What'd you say, Camp?
What would the context be in terms of that question though? Like what would it bring clarity to?
Well, I always ask the question because I want to know who I'm talking to, or who's speaking rather, and just kind of where their perspectives come from, and what their experiences are that have shaped their opinions.
Jay Prince, how do women prove that they're good girls?
There's many ways. Like, um, if you talking about loyalty, leave her in a room with some guys. You know, we used to do stuff like that. Attractive
Mm.
guys, leaving the room with attractive guys. And see, you don't know if you got a good woman until certain situations pop up, or you don't know that's your woman until she's not around, until she's not in your sight. This, that's the real test. She can play your woman all day long, but what is she when you're not around, when you're not looking, when you know
Say,
where to be, when you know where to be found? Do she still operate like she your woman or not? Because a lot of times she could be really feeling you. She could be genuinely into you. Now, until she's not away from around you. Then there's another guy come up or around is more swagged out than you is, and it don't take much for women to get attracted to another guy. It don't take much at all, especially if you got into some little arguments or you tell her no too many times.
Jay, can your girl?
That's like projection. That sounds like that's what men do.
No, I was just I had told this story not too long ago. This woman, she was married to her husband for about like 20 years. They was high school sweethearts, and raised their kids together. And she hooked me up with her daughter. Her daughter's like, I think she's like 30 now, and I'm like 8 years older than her. And then I ended up messing with her and got her divorced from her husband. I was the second man she ever been with at that time.
So you say you helped her cheat on her husband?
I didn't help her cheat; she cheated.
But you participated. You were a loyal participant in that.
Yeah, I didn't do no deal with God. I didn't take no vows or nothing. That wasn't on me. That was on her.
Would that qualify you as a good man if you were a participant in messing with a married woman?
Probably not. Probably, I don't know.
Probably.
I was single.
So would you wait, so if she was married to you, was she, come on. I mean, come on, Jay. Come on now. I got a couple questions for you. That's not along this vein, different vein, but go ahead.
Here's the thing. I don't go in relationships no more expecting for a woman to only be with me. Forcing that monogamy stuff, I really came to a conclusion that monogamy is a force. It's not in our nature. This is why they say you got to fight temptation. No, you're not fighting temptation. You fighting your nature. And nature oversees force. Nature oversees strength. Being strong can be broken. So when you try to pretend like you trying your best not to be operating your nature, it still can happen. It like cheating is starting today. Cheating didn't start with me and her. Cheating been going on ever since monogamy was implemented because it's unnatural.
You are projecting again. That is a man's nature. But go ahead.
So real quick. You said a lot, and I just want to touch a different point. So monogamy, you don't believe in monogamy, or you believe it can't be achieved?
Monogamy. When you think about how monogamy was created, it was created. That's a man-made creation.
So you don't. Okay. So it's not. Okay. Wait. Okay. So monogamy is not natural. You're saying yes or no? Someone I have a
it's not. It's not natural.
Okay. So with that being said, why does it seem like you're punitive or accusing women, looking down on women that talk to multiple men or date multiple men? Because you sat there and said there's more bad women or hoes than there are good ones.
Because that's how I was programmed. See, I do think that I was programmed to look at women that sleep around. I was programmed to look at them as hoes, and we was calling them hoes and stuff. But I have been thinking to myself, I'm like, before the man-made came up with that, I believe women is sexual healers. I believe women is healers all the way, and part of their healing is through sex as well as nurturing and everything else. So I do think women heal men through sex, but the way we look at it, we call them hoes. Those are just titles and labels. Now these women is trying to come out and they trying to operate in their true nature. That's why you got the no slut shaming. My body.
So you're saying puss is medicine. Puss is medicine to you? Is that what you're saying, basically?
I truly believe pussy is medicine. Scientifically, yes, it is.
Well, men do play at love for sex. They pretend that they're in love just so they can get sex.
Look at men that don't get sex and look at men that get sex. The ones that get sex usually typically be more calmer, more relaxed, more at ease, opposed to the men that don't get it. They kind of intense, the shoulders all tight, drawed up. It's a difference when a man getting some coochie compared to ones that's not.
So your 2-year-old. So your 2-year-old and your 4-year-old, they have the same mom?
No, my 4-year-old, my 10-year-old has the same mom.
So the 2-year-old has a different mother.
Yeah.
And you're with her the last, obviously. Were y'all in a relationship?
The 2-year-old, yeah, we tried to do a relationship. We planned the 2-year-old.
Then why didn't you all get married? Did you plan for marriage?
He didn't get healed.
No, she used a lot of deceit. I thought she was something different than what, but at this time she was already pregnant.
What does your vetting process look like?
Vetting stuff, I think that's just a YouTube thing. Because they say you got to ask these women questions. Me, I go off experiencing and just being around a person, watching their behaviors, talking with, like, asking questions about I do ask questions about their past dates. But if I get the chance to meet like men that they've been with, I do question them, because it's not, I think that's the other piece, that you should, ask questions like, how was this woman when you was dating her? Like, I don't know if some of y'all are married, for an example. Let's just say you've been married, Miss Love, let's say you've been married to your husband for 10 years. You get divorced. I come in the picture. He know more about you than I would ever know. Even the stuff that you're not going to tell me, because typically you're going to tell me what he did wrong that caused you to leave. You're not going to tell me the bad.
So did your vetting process fail, sir? Did your vetting process fail with the 2-year-old mama?
Yeah, I think a lot of men vetting process fail.
Did yours fail?
Yeah.
What are you going to do different next time? Because you are still young, ish. What are you going to do next time for a better vetting process? Because you're not going to want to be alone.
I think I'm going to change my expectations out of women. I think I got to look at women, be more realistic, have more realistic views. When I start dating women, don't look at women like the woman that I get with. Don't expect for her to only just be with me. Don't expect for her. Don't put her on these pedestals. I think that's where a lot of us men mess up at.
You said something about you've been programmed to think like that about women. Where'd that even come from?
Like to call women whores and stuff?
To just feel how you feel, because you feel like all women do it. And I feel like you're just projecting right now, because that's not in a woman's nature. That's more in a man's nature. And a lot of men have said it on this panel,
man's nature?
To be with multiple women. That's not in a woman's nature to be with multiple people like that.
I guarantee you talk to more men, and a lot of men, they would tell you since they was kids. I remember when I was going to school, it was always the girls in my class. If I sit by them, they pulling my arm and putting my hand in their pants. And it's been like that ever since I became an adult. Like, it was always women that was more sexual opposed to men.
But little boys are groomed to be like, oh, he gonna be a heartbreaker. He gonna be having all the girls. That's not what little girls are programmed to think. We're taught you got to get married and have a husband. That's what little girls are taught to do. That's not something that's taught to.
But their nature kick in when they get around a certain guy. They natures, it seems, I don't know. Women always made the first move when it came to like this sexual stuff. Even by the way women dresses now. That's a sexual. That's like a sexual thing. Men dress up like in clothes and stuff. And when you listen to women talk, when you think about the comedy, music, women that's all they do is talk about sex. Men got other stuff that they talk about, variety of stuff. Whereas women, that's all they talk about is sex. How the way they dress, you could tell that sex is on their mind. They always arguing, killing each other over men. Like, women is just like designed for sex, and the older they get, the more desperate they get.
Y'all did tell me that women's sexual libido goes up as they get older. Is it tied to desperation?
I didn't say that.
No, it's
not fun.
It's hormonal. There's a switch that switches when you hit 35.
It's definitely hormonal. It's not desperation at all. It's hormonal. Trust me.
Why? So why is that switch tied to when you become geriatric?
Hormones fluctuate. It's geriatric, sir. What are you talking about? No one's in their 60s. But when you get older,
geriatric pregnancy is 35.
Okay, geriatric pregnancy. You didn't say pregnancy.
Yeah.
But the point is hormones are different as you get older. Hormones levels change. It's a scientific fact. So it's not like you do it willingly.
I slightly disagree with that.
You
With-
can't.
with
It's
science?
scientific. You can't disagree with science, Jay.
Well,
You can't.
it's not about me disagreeing with science. First off, we haven't vetted those scientists who told us this stuff. Well, there's a
Did you
lot
say
of
you
stuff
vet
that
through
scientists
YouTube,
have told us
sir?
was a lie, right?
So what do you think happens?
I think what happens is women get to a certain age, especially the ones that used to be beautiful all of their life, and then they get a certain age, that nice body, they booty cave in, and it ain't sitting right. The titties them feel on their laps, and so they feel unattractive at that point. So then they become in a desperate position where they want to feel like what they was when they was in their 20s. This is the reason why these older women, a lot of them, will fight their younger daughters. Their daughters be like 19, 20, 25. They filling out. They daughters become what they used to be, and then now they getting jealous of their daughters. And they will fight their daughters.
How old
So,
are you?
Are you hanging around?
I'm 38.
So you don't know women who are like literally 40 years old who still have nice bodies?
Yeah, but like men is not too much searching for no old chick.
No. I didn't ask what you were searching for, because you're talking about how women feel about themselves. So what I'm asking is, if you know women who are 40 years old who still have nice bodies. Like
Yeah,
they're not
it's
falling
like a rare
apart
occasion.
at 40. The shit's not down to their fucking ankles at 40, right? We can
It's
agree
not like
on that.
that's like a rare occasion. That's like
No, it's not.
It's not an everyday thing that you gonna see somebody in their 40s going
Okay.
into their 50s with a nice shape.
That's number one, that's bullshit. But number two,
Yeah.
you keep talking about it like it's just single women. So you think married women who are 40 years old are having body image issues because you keep equating it to sex and desperation rather. So if you're not desperate, if you're married and you're 40 and according to you your titties hang low to the flow, make it make sense for me?
What I'm saying is, you're not as beautiful like you was when you was in your 20s. And
Can't nobody control that. What are you?
But answer the
it's
question.
not about.
What are you talking about? Time is the only thing
It's
that's
not
going to
about
keep moving.
being control. It's
What
not
are
about
y'all
what you
talking
can
about?
control.
Y'all
It's
love
just
coming up here talking about black women getting older. Of course, time is the only thing that's going to be constant.
But the
That's
problem
the only thing
is
that's gonna
men
be
still
constant.
love beautiful women. This is why
Yeah.
older men don't want
Man,
no
they done
young.
kick Jay
no old
Prince
women.
off.
And women still love young men as we get older because their penises still work.
But don't no
Yeah.
young men want an old woman.
Old man.
Jesus.
Okay.
He got
Yo,
kicked, y'all. He got kicked.
Jay Prince, I don't know why they kicked you off, man. I thought you was
boring.
kicking some game, man.
No,
Making
no,
sense. He
son.
was talking out
No,
his ass.
son.
Yo,
He
Jay
was-
Prince, I'm gonna ping you next time I go live so you can finish giving his heat, man. Unless somebody gonna pay the dub to bring you back.
Yeah, cut it out.
Oh,
You
they
know he
kicked
was
me
not
off.
bringing no heat.
God
had this-
damn,
he had
Jay
a
Prince
joke
was
like this.
spit. Yo, Jay Prince was spitting, man. Y'all hating,
Yeah.
man.
No, he wasn't spitting.
Titties.
He said
had-
he vet through
Yes.
YouTube, man. He said he goes to YouTube to vet his women. Like, what did that?
No,
even
no,
mean?
he said that's a YouTube thing where people talk about vetting.
But it's not. That's a real vetting has been going on for.
I'm not saying, but that's what he said. He didn't say he goes to
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
But that's why we think he's talking
Them
out his
titties.
ass.
Now let's keep it a G though. Them titties do start to goddamn sag a little bit now.
After
Right.
you have kids. Yes. Everybody titties.
Because
Everybody.
it's called
But I'm
breast.
even talking about without the kids. Them things start to.
Oh,
You
and
wake up, they on your
that's a
stomach.
natural progression. We're gonna die when we get older too.
Yeah, that does happen eventually. But we were talking about women who are in their sexual peak. Our libido is up. So at that age, between like 35, 45, your titties ain't hanging down to the fucking floor.
No, I ain't saying they at the floor, but you a goddamn mosquito bite away though.
That's not
No.
true. That's not true.
And so the body, like Sissy said, you naturally start to decline, but your libido goes up. Jay Prince his ideology is it's not just hormonal.
It is.
It's also out of what he's saying is also a component of desperation. Like I need to try to get a man, so I'm using this.
So what
But
is
a way to do so.
married women though? That's why I was asking that because he was equating it to.
What'd you say, my bad? I couldn't hear you. Daniel, say again.
That's why I was asking him to make it make sense for married women who are not desperate because they have a man at home, but who also have high libidos, who are between 35 and 45.
Oh, wait.
And they're
Hold on. Damn.
How did that happen? Wait a minute. What? Wait.
Mr. Britt with the 20 ball said,
Shout out to
bring
Mr.
him back.
He's off by a penny. He's
We're
off
trying
by-
to end this show tonight. Go ahead,
Lord.
Think
Lord.
about it. Think about it. Like that's why, like, when a woman get old, even if they married at home, they husband still going out there messing with some young girls. Like, come on now, we ain't gonna pretend. Like,
that's
I have
true.
seen women, because I'm 38 now. I have seen women that used to be fine, and I
So then
meet
you
them-
saying
I
all
meet
women
them
are
now,
desperate
I'm
if
like,
they're
come
single
on,
or
what
if they're
happened?
married? Everybody's desperate and everybody's a hoe. This is ridiculous.
And he said that all women gonna cheat, but you just said that the men are cheating on their wives.
Name a woman that didn't cheat.
There's a lot. Are you
Look at all these
crazy?
smirks. Dana, have you ever cheated on your man
No,
before?
I have not. No, I
Never.
have not.
No man you ever been with.
No, I have not.
You get
No, I
cheated
have
on,
not.
Jay. I think Jay.
So
you
none of
get
y'all
cheated
never cheated out throughout your life.
No.
Of course, that's gonna always be the answer because
So why you
women
ask?
never gonna
So why
say
you
some
ask
stuff
that?
to make them
What does
look
it have
bad.
to do with us being desperate?
As honest as I be on this show, no.
No, what I was talking about cheating and being desperate was two different conversations.
You keep moving the goalposts, bruh.
No, Dana, what's your age range? You in your 20s or your 30s?
I'm 38.
Are you around my age? And I guarantee. So would you agree the young Dana was way more appealing than the older Dana? Sure, right?
Okay, that doesn't make me desperate now.
A lot of times when women feel like they hitting the wall, when women
No,
feel
just
like they
because I
hitting the
felt like my
wall,
body looked better in my 20s doesn't mean that I don't think that I look good now and that I'm desperate now. If I wanted to be
it's not about what you think, it's about what the men think.
Let me finish what I'm saying. If I wanted to be in a relationship, if I wanted to fuck, I could do all of that today, right now. Ain't nobody